go ahead now to introduce myself. I am Bonnie Bush Okibe by name. I'm one of the able shareholders of SWIFTtrip. I'm by privilege of grace a minister of the gospel. Thank you once again, you that made it to this place, you that count it worthy to be here. I want you to turn to someone by your side, tell him or her, congratulations. Shake hand with that brother, that sister, with mommy, with anyone around you, tell him or her congratulations. Another congratulations that that person deserves from you and that you deserve from that person, because as you are telling him or her congratulations, he or she is returning it to you. One of the reasons why you have to tell that person by your side, congratulations, is because he or she made the wisest choice to be part of a global project like this. I want you to turn to that person again and tell him or her congratulations. All right, so now I want us to understand that this gathering is to make us better people. This gathering is to sensitize us. This gathering is to educate us. This gathering is to impart us with every knowledge we need to operate as global figures. Because as an owner of a global project, you are a global figure. And a global figure does not operate like a local champion. You can't be a global figure. You speak like a local champion. Am I making sense here? There are ways you speak when you know that you're on top of the world. If somebody like President Donald Trump stand here to speak, he won't speak like someone that is nervous. He won't speak as someone that is not sure of what he's speaking. Even when he's making statements that the world will react against, he speaks it with what? Boldness. That is why we are here. And that is why anytime we go out there to talk about SWIFTtrip, we talk it with confidence. We talk it with boldness, with every alacrity. Now, I want you to also understand that what we need to operate this global vision is knowledge. No matter how beautiful a vision is, if you don't have good knowledge of it, good insight of it, that vision will end in disaster. So, we coming here every time. We joining in the webinar. We joining in every of activity going on in this course. It's because we want to be better version of ourselves. Am I speaking to somebody here? What you learned from the meeting yesterday, what you learned from the meeting this morning, you will agree with me at the end of this section that your knowledge has added, as in it has topped up. Are we following? And why are we always in this meeting again? Because we want every shareholder to be educated. We are not talking about education in terms of tertiary institutions, going to university. We are talking about being educated of this vision, this business, knowing what your business entails. So it's not just for the prospects, people that we spoke to out there. It's also for you and I. We learn every day. Our CEO, His Excellency Honorable Richard Nadi, a man I respect so much. I don't know about you. He was speaking yesterday during the meeting last night. He said something. He said something that I asked myself. I said, what kind of man is this? Do you know the comment he made? He was speaking, he said, maybe when another speaker, another presenter comes in, he will explain this vision better than I. Did you get what I just said now? Better than who? Himself. The one that brought the vision to us. The one that interpreted the vision to us. Yet he made a statement that even you can explain the vision better? And I asked myself, what manner of man is this? What did you see in that statement? Humility, selflessness. Are we following here? So this is why SWIFTtrip is not just here for the educated. It's for everyone that believe in the vision. It's for everyone that hear us, speakers, presenters, speak. And what we spoke resonated with these people or this person. To that person, SWIFTtrip is for you. And SWIFTtrip is not just for you because you believe in what that speaker said. It's for you because you are going to definitely become one of those speakers. This is one of the reasons why we are here. Today is not your first time hearing about SWIFTtrip, but we are here to build ourselves. We are building a strong network. That when I go out there, as I'm conquering my region, my location, you are also taking over your own territories. This is how we are going to get the 2.4 million shareholders that we consider global challenge. We are still coming to that. Because there is a global challenge. And we are going to understand that this global challenge is how to what? Get 2.4 million subscribers. And anytime you get to one, you have solved a unit of that global challenge. And not only will you solve that global challenge, you will get paid. So having said this, let me also use this opportunity to appreciate the founder and the CEO of this great vision for the privilege to stand here to speak to trillionaires like you. Please join me as I celebrate him. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Excellency. And also to my boss, my sponsor, and the second assistant, personal assistant to the CEO, in the person of Honorable Favor Orinami. Please join me to celebrate him. Thank you so much, sir, for this privilege. And also to yourself, I celebrate you. Please jam your hands together. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Thank you very much. Media, let's go. So now, what is SWIFTtrip? What is SWIFTtrip? If you look on the screen, the first thing you will see, possibly, you are going to see all of these things together. But I am not AI. I am human. And I'm doing this manually. So I'm going to take it one after another. One of the things we can clearly see from this screen is what? The plane, aircraft. Another is what? Car. And buses, luggages. Now, what does this tell us? Even in a glance, you already know that what this thing is all about, what this thing is saying is movement, journey, travel, trip. And that is why when you look at the name, you see trip in the name. Trip, that is Swift. These are two names coming together. Two names married together. SWIFTtrip. So it's also important because when you are talking about your business and you cannot pronounce the name of your business well, you can't convince someone like me. Not just about diving into what I will start to benefit if I become a part of it. Telling me that I will become a trillionaire in what you cannot call out or pronounce well is so challenging. And a lot of persons can turn you down when you come to speak to them about it. Are we following? So it's important. SWIFTtrip. Can somebody say SWIFTtrip? SWIFTtrip. SWIFTtrip. Beautiful. Now let's move to the next. Let's get the company's definition of SWIFTtrip. But before then, I want to show us our presentation guide. What this entails is that from the beginning of this meeting to the end, this benefit will be taken home. Number one, what this business is. What is SWIFTtrip? where we are, it is important that you know the stage we have gotten. Because we told us, and we keep telling us that we started this vision since 2021. So it's important you know how far we have gone with the process. Now, you are also going to get to know how our customers will benefit, and also how our subscribers will benefit. Are we following here? Now, let's move to the next slide. So we understand, first is, what is SWIFTtrip? What is SWIFTtrip? And we say that SWIFTtrip is a Web 3.0 decentralized eco chain enterprise. We say that it is what? A robust platform for what? Robust services. We can as well define SWIFTtrip as a decentralized mobility and commerce service providing platform or business. We are providing the platform. And the platform that we are providing is a decentralized platform. That's why we say that SWIFTtrip, we are building SWIFTtrip on the blockchain. And when we talk about Web 3.0, Web 3.0 is the latest era of internet. The newest era of internet. So what you are building, what we are coming together to build, is a trend. As a matter of fact, a lot of people are yet to catch up with this Web 3.0. Just as we are speaking now. There are people that their ways of doing things tells you that these people, they are still living in the era of analog. They are not yet digitalized. So as a decentralized platform, we are trying to create the picture that what we are doing is a global project. You can't be talking about decentralization of a platform without having the picture or the image of globalization. When we talk about decentralization, we are invariably saying globalization. Are we still here? Now let's go to the next. Was I able to make SWIFTtrip clear to us? Do we have a better understanding of what it is now? All right, so what are SWIFTtrip core services? What are SWIFTtrip core services? Number one, aviation. What are SWIFTtrip's core services? What that means is, what are we doing? What kind of business, service, product, or whatever are you people into? This is a question coming from someone that is hearing about it for the first time. Someone that doesn't know anything about the system. So one of the questions this person would ask you is, what are you people into? And this is where the real businesses are spotted. Any business that cannot show you what service they render, what products they are marketing, is not a real business, but what? Ponzi. And that is why many people has become victims of online businesses platform. Why? Because they went for the money, the profit that we are promised, without taking time to ask questions like, what are they into? And when they follow, by the reason of following what benefit they will get, like I always tell my congregation, that the devil cannot attack you until he attracts you. Are we following? Devil cannot attack you. He will first attract you as he's showing you what you benefit. That's why some people, they will say there is no blood, human blood involved. Only fowl, only cow. After 1 year, they have been enjoying the money, spending the money, building, buying flashy, luxurious cars, building, living luxurious life. That time life don't they sweet them. that moment that life is now sweeting them, devil will now say, your father's head, your mother's head, your wife, your first son, your first daughter. Are we getting it now? Go and look for a virgin. And all of those things begin to come in because it first attracted the person. And that is why in SWIFTtrip, we are not painting anything. We are not trying to fancy it. We speak it as it should be. And when you look into it, you see it clearly. When we refer people, one of the things we tell them is go to our website, read the disclaimer. A lot will not do that. And they will come back later to begin to ask millions of questions that they didn't ask when they did the Ponzi scheme that scammed them. Read the disclaimer. If you are good with this, these are the conditions. This is the time we are going to launch this business. When we get to 2.4 million, they won't pay attention to that. But let me tell you the truth. Those ones that will scam people will never show you all of this. Those ones that will scam people will never tell you that only one node. You can't buy more than one node slot. They will tell you if you can have, how many do you want? You say 10, they will say even if you have friends, you can borrow money to buy, even add more 10, 20, we will give to you. And because of the sweetness of those offers, people go extra mile. We heard the woman crying in one of our WhatsApp platforms the other time. How much do we hear she mentioned? 20 million naira. Just vanished like that. Do you know how many note slots that 20 million naira will buy? Do you know how many destinies that woman would have empowered with that 20 million? Do you know the kind of life that woman would be living in the future if she has invested that 20 million naira in the life of people? So this is why we are showing you all of these that we are doing in SWIFTtrip. So our number one core service is what? Aviation. Number 2, e-taxi. Number 3, e-commerce. Number 4, logistics. And number 5, hospitality. Now we are going to be breaking it down one after another. When we talk about aviation business, this is what aviation business is all about. Aviation business is air transportation business. Aviation business is building an airport, not just a local airport, not airports for interstate and intrastate movement. We are building airports for international movement, for global businessmen and women, tycoons, to make use of. So we have people and companies that are already doing what we are doing. And we have the likes of Airpeace. How many of you have heard of Airpeace? Beautiful. This is how people will be hearing about our own in a non-distant time. People will be showing SWIFTtrip on the screen like this as one of the companies. As a matter of fact, that time it will be the biggest aviation platform in the world. They will put SWIFTtrip as what? Number 1. How many of you believe in this? Beautiful. Thank you so much. And we have companies like Eric. We saw those beautiful. Thank you. Bring the picture back again. Thank you, media. We saw those people. Look at it. This is how people are stepping out of. Are you beginning to see SWIFTtrip now? This is looking so as if I am the one just walking out of that aeroplane. Thank you so much, media. This is beautiful. Can you see that? That is SWIFTtrip Airport. We had already seen it. And that is why we are able to start here now to tell you what awaits you and I. Because we had already seen the end. And that is how God sees. You know how God sees? God sees the end of everything from the beginning. That was why God began before the beginning. He started the world before the world came into existence. So this is what we are building. SWIFTtrip Airways, empowered by SWIFTIFY Aviation Business. Now, let's move to the next, which is what? road transportation business. And we have companies that are already doing this. The likes of Uber, Bolt, InDrive. There are many other ones out there, many companies that are into road transportation business, what we call e-taxi. And we have the third one, which is the what? The e-commerce platform. We have the likes of Amazon, Jumia, Temo, wakawaka.com. All of these platforms are what? E-commerce platforms that are popular today. And a lot of us have used one of these platforms. A lot of us, we have those apps in our phone as we speak. Now, one of the beauty of what we are building, is, see, I've shown you, this is the third one I'm showing you. And there are different apps. I'm still going to show you the fourth and the fifth one. Those are different apps. If you want to use any of these things that I just showed you, you would download their apps differently from the Play Store or using your iOS. But what we are building, that is where we begin to talk about what makes SWIFTtrip stand out. You will get to understand that all of these are going to be built in one app. You don't need different apps to access any of these platforms. Inside one app, you are getting access to what? The aviation platform, e-taxi platform, e-commerce platform, hospitality, and logistics. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next, which is logistics. Now we have companies that are already doing massively well when it comes to the business of what? Moving goods, commodities, no matter the weight, no matter the size, no matter the quality and quantity of those goods. This platform like DHL, UPS, FedEx are already doing all of this great job. But we are coming to do something greater than what you are seeing right on the screen. Now, the last but not the least, hospitality business. Hospitality business is hotel business. We have the companies like Transhub, Hilton in Abuja. We have hotels like Chevron hotels. We have hotels like Sheraton. We have hotels like Presidential hotels. Look around your environment. There are a lot of them out there. Look at how beautiful this is. And begin to imagine when our CEO stands here to tell you that what we are building, this thing is like a cubicle. It's like, let me not go too far. Let me use the one that we understand easily. You know, Bacha. People that live in Bacha. So, what we are building, when you picture this to, try to compare what we are building with this. This is like a Bacha. Now, look at the person speaking again. Look at the vision again. Look at the CEO again. Telling you that this is going to be like a Bacha compared to what you are coming to build. This is mind-blowing. And we are not just making mouth. It's already a reality. Because as long as we are following a leader that can see beyond the realms of the physical, beyond the now. What it means to be prophetic is to see beyond now. If you can see what will happen in the next hours to come, tomorrow, you are prophetic. And the eyes of the prophet is not this one. These optical eyes that we see with, no. It is the eyes that is in the mind. Last night he gave all shareholders an assignment. He said, if you have not read The Secret, he said, go and read it. Our CEO has been saying this. He says it's going to help our minds. Because by the time our minds can see, you will now begin to believe and you will easily agree with men like our CEO, His Excellency Honorable Richard Nadi, Because, thank you very much. Can we clap if you want to clap? Thank you so much. Yes, he's a man that can see. We need no soothsayer to tell us that. Now, when your mind is trained, when our minds are trained, we easily agree with some things he says, because there are some things he says, he speaks above our head. It sounds so unbelievable, but when our minds are trained, you will agree with him, and you will begin to believe that there is no height unattainable. It doesn't matter who is already there. You can be greater. You can be better. That is why we are telling you today that greater than Elon Musk is here. Do you know the person? How many of you know the person? The one that is greater than Elon Musk. Who is that? Even if you want to put that doctor, put it, all of them full. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate God for him once again. All right, so we move to the next. Are we following? Are we enjoying this? All right, so the next, thank you. The next is, so has SWIFTtrip gone live? It's a question. And do you know the people that are likely to counter you with this kind of question? People that are hearing it, hearing these massive things, hearing how big this vision is. One of the things that will be ringing in their mind, they wouldn't want you to, before you even arrive, they have already started bombarding you with that question, is this thing you are just showing us now. I want to book a ride. I want to download this company's app. I want to book hotel. I want to make use of their flight. So where can I get it? That is that question. So has SWIFTtrip gone live? And we are saying no. Because SWIFTtrip is currently at what? At its development / vision phase. And calls for what? Subscribers to facilitate business development. What that simply tells us is that it is you and I that will determine as well, that will decide when this vision, when this business will go live. That's why it says it calls for subscribers to facilitate business development. It is you and I that will do what? That will facilitate the development of this vision, this business. It's you and I that will enhance. It's you and I that will make it happen. If every one of us that has seen this vision, that believe in what this vision holds for us in the future, then we register and go home to relax, busy pursuing other things, busy chasing other things. Who and who will do it for us? Is it angels that will come down from heaven to come and subscribe? Or is it angel that will enter street talking to people? No. You are that angel. That is why CEO will always tell us that he's not in partnership with any foreign body, any institution, whether national or international. But who is he partnering with? Who can give me the answer? Sir? You and I. Thank you so much. Can we clap for that beautiful answer? He's partnering with you and I. And he wants to partnership with that person that you know that he does not know. He wants you to connect him. He wants you to connect that person to him. That is why, as big as God has made him, because whether we want to believe it or no, we only see bigness, greatness inside people that move with convoy. If he's that kind of person, if he's one of those kind of people, by now he'll be moving with convoy. People like, oh, no go even near himself. But today, his WhatsApp line is available for all. You see why he needs your partnership. You see why he's saying, connect me to those ones you know. That is why he's always available. In the meeting, he's there. Night, morning, noon, he's there. More active than we that need what he carry. Did I speak something now? Did I say something now? He is more active than we that need what he carries. So let's understand that we are the one holding. In fact, not that we are holding. Let me not put it that way. Let me put it this way. The ball is in our court. I don't know if that makes sense to us. The decision is ours. You see, whatever we are praying, there are ways to pray. Going to God to pray that God should make this thing happen. SWIFTtrip should launch. When you are not telling nobody, you are making no prayer. Prayer without faith is what? Dead. And when you have faith, faith without action, that one they don't bury a long time ago. That one is long dead. So it is your action, my action, our collective action, efforts that will make this thing go live. Now let's look at the subscription plan of SWIFTtrip. Thank you. It is important you understand that this is the slot and the only slot available in the company. What this is telling you is that no matter who is coming in now, no matter who you are going to prospect to, no matter how rich, no matter how connected, no matter how influential, no matter how influential this person is, he will only be able, or she can only be able to do what? Access this. And what is it? Node slot. And we want to look at the subscription fee. The subscription fee says what? Who can see this? What did you call it? Thank you. This is $180 to become an owner of all of those platforms. Previous platform that I mentioned. Aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality. This is what it will take to become. You know, we find it difficult to accept and embrace truth and something that is genuine. If we are going to be sincere to ourselves as human beings that have thinking faculty, you will agree with me that this thing cannot even give you one of those platforms. That is why most time when people begin to talk, go and launch. When you launch, or start this first, let people see that this thing is operational. How many of you know the response that CEO will always give to people like this? We will remind you that Uber is already operational. So you can go and join the one you can see. Because why this thing is this cheap is because it's what? It's still at the vision stage. Sorry? Can you get this now? By the time people begin to see our cars, by the time people begin to see our airplanes, by the time people begin to, buy and sell, book, shop in our SwiftMart, by the time people begin to book our hotels, how many of you know how much the slot will be by that time? It will no longer be less than 200 million naira. That is $200,000. Remove this thing from $200,000. Did he shake it? He didn't shake it. He didn't even. In fact, you won't even notice that something was taken out. $180 out of $200,000. $200,000. Do the conversion. You will see how much the opportunity that we have would cost those that will not believe in what we are doing. Just like Thomas in the Bible, when Jesus came back to his disciples to show himself, I don't want to go in details. One of the things that happened when he came, the first time he showed himself was they wanted to touch him. He said no. None of the disciples touched him. Now, when Thomas came back, and the disciples, other disciples that were present when Jesus appeared to them. They were telling him that Master came, that he has resurrected. He says it's a lie. I don't believe. That was when Jesus now came again. He reappeared and said to Thomas, he made a parable. He said, blessed are those that what? Thank you so much. They didn't see it, but they believed. He said to him, doubting Thomas, come and touch it. People like Thomas in this vision are those that will touch our cars where they are parked and look at the name inscribed on it and said, this name, SWIFTtrip, I know it. I once heard about it, but I do not believe in it. They will go to our airports for excursion. They will see our hotels. They will say, this hotel you see, I knew when they were talking about this. Those are Thomas. May you hearing me today not be one of these Thomas. And amen. So 180 will give you this, all of these. Now, let's break it down. So you understand that it is not even all of this $180 that is going for this project. By the time I show you this part again, you will know that more discount, more bonanza is still happening. Promo is still going on. Now, you look at this. What is this? Profit share what? What this simply means, in another term, is that this is the project fee. Profit share subscription. This is what is going for the project. $100. Not all of this. Then what happens, because I already showed you 180. What happens to the other $80? This is it. And it is what? It is called what? Campaign Sponsorship Fund. Meaning that this, a company is giving back, not to the masses, not to the people, not to the society. Is giving back to the what? Able shareholders, not just shareholders. The only people that will partake of this are those that are bringing people to partnership with His Excellency Honorable Richard Nadi. Just as someone brought you and I to partnership with him. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear, ma? Now, this is the money for the project. This one comes back to us that are become the mouthpiece of the vision. We are the radio house of the vision. If there is anything I would like people to see me and call me talkative, let it be when I'm talking the gospel and this matter. Like I always say, when I'm done preaching Jesus Christ, thank God, thank God. Because if it was the time I was still serving, I've been under big men of God, different ministers. I was ordained by Apostle Johnson Suleiman. He's my spiritual father. He ordained me. So, we are not a road-sided pastors. We know where we are coming from. But why am I saying thank God here? Why I'm saying thank God here is because, what if it was the time I was still serving under a pastor that the vision came, and the pastor will not believe with me? If I say that kind of thing, they will give me backseat. And they will hear if I hear you introduce another thing here. But God helping me, the platform that God gave me, as small as the GO. When I'm done preaching Jesus, when I know say nobody give me the job, now God give me the job. And so long that God that gave me that work is not angry with that thing I'm telling the people, it's part of the gospel. Are we following? Jesus said in the book of Isaiah, let me explain this to you. He said, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me. Put yourself there. He said, for he has anointed him to do what? First assignment. To preach what? Good tidings to the poor. Not to the rich. That was why, as rich as he is, as great as he is, currently, Paul was speaking to the church in Corinth. He said, we know the grace of this man, Jesus Christ, that he's so rich, but yet because of you and I, he became poor, that through his poverty, you and I will become rich. So the gospel is not complete, it's not balanced if there is no what? If there are no rich men and women. Among all the disciples of Jesus, so anointed, men on fire, when they carried Jesus to kill him, none of them could go there to speak. Until Joseph the Arimathea came, wealthy man. He went to Pilate. Let me use somebody like Tinubu, for instance, that nobody could go to him. He went to him and demanded for the body of Jesus. As a wealthy man, he had already prepared his sepulchre. Tomb, his grave, where he would be laid to rest when he died. He said, use my own to bury Jesus. Till today, there is no account of whether Joseph Arimathea died and was buried or no. There was no such account in the Bible. Well, let me not take you to Bible for now, because another spirit is about to enter me. So what I'm trying to say is that no matter what, the gospel is not complete without rich men and women. But the gospel started with the poor. In Deuteronomy 8:18, he said, thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth you power to get wealth. Power to get wealth. What is the power here? The power we are talking about here is not muscle. It's not six packs. But what? Knowledge. Ideas. Knowledge. Ideas. God gives you ideas to what? To make money. So now, when you subscribe, this goes for the project. This return back to we that are campaigning the business, telling people about it. Then, this is what you are getting in exchange for this. For this is what you are getting, and this is what validates your membership. This is what qualifies you to go out there to say, I am an owner of this airport. I am SWIFTtrip. Do you know that you are SWIFTtrip? Do you know you are the CEO of SWIFTtrip? But you are not if you have not subscribed. If you don't have this ownership, you are not. But when you have that ownership, you are the CEO. That is why sometimes people that don't understand what the privilege that we have through what we call blockchain today. This blockchain has made you and I, and our CEO never hide this truth from us. He will always tell you that you are the CEO. You don't need him there. Why you are there? Because God brought you to represent him there. So anywhere you go to, speak as the CEO of SWIFTtrip. Am I making sense this moment? Thank you very much. Let's move to the next. Let's go to the next slide. Now, having said all of this about subscription plan, the next question, which is very, very important, is when will SWIFTtrip go live? If the first question was not there, I believe this one wouldn't have come. The first question was, has this SWIFTtrip gone live, right? So being that I have been able to explain to this person, or you are the one explaining to this person, you have been able to, expatiate to explain all of these. Now the next question the person will definitely ask you is, when will this thing go live? And it is a very important question that we must attend to. You must not shy away from it. And one of the reasons why we are here is to be able to answer these questions. If you can't answer this question, you had already failed in the business you claim you are the owner. And now we are telling you that SWIFTtrip profit share is 5% in volume. When will the business go live? We say that business launch is what? Is at the sales of 3% share volume. Thus, the launch of SWIFTtrip is embedded in the milestone of what? 2.4 million subscribers. See, what we are doing here is important you understand that we didn't cram all of this. I am not struggling to remember what to say because it's already part and parcel of me. It's my business. That is why I don't need a slide. I don't even need a presentation guide to tell somebody about what is mine. Because what is mine is already part of me. I am a master of what I own. Is that true? So you can boldly tell somebody that this is the time of the launch of this business. This business, there is no feast date. There is nothing like month. There is nothing like year. But the truth is that it is going to happen in a blink. And if you or anyone watching online now will say, I am not going to talk about this vision, believe me, people that will talk better than the one that say, I will not talk about it, will come. And there is a scripture for this too. Jesus said, if we that he created in his image, after his likeness, will not worship him, what did he say? He said, we raise stones. Do you know the meaning of stone? He said, we raise unbelievers. Those are people with stony hearts. Those people that when you mention Jesus, they stone you. You mention Jesus, they butcher you. Jesus said, if you that know that I created you, I made you in my likeness, will not talk about me, will not tell people about me. So I will use those ones, even enemies. You see native doctor carry Bible tomorrow, even without him, jagan. Make it the way of the Lord straight. You'll be hearing native doctor. Won't you be shocked? A young man went to native doctor to prepare child for him to make money. Native doctor do all he did and gave him. The guy went and came back and said it didn't work.
There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Karen. It's where I earn. SWIFT Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner.
Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we... SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn.
June passed. July, one of my members that happened to be the senior sister to Honorable Favor Orinami, his own sister, the family, they know about this vision because they live with him, but she never joined. The sister that happened to be my member now came to me one time and said, my brother wanted to see you, that is our international admin, that there is, this is their business, and I don't really understand, but it's like they will be traveling abroad. That was how she put it that day. I don't really understand, but what they are doing is like it's something they will be helping people that want to travel abroad. I was thinking maybe it's something like people that do paper visa for travelers. So she added that my brother even want to tell you about it, but you don't know if. I said, what are you talking about? It's my brother, it's my friend. It's my person now. I even used the word. I say, it's someone that respects me. Tell him to come. Let's talk. So she told the young man. He came to me. He explained the whole thing finished. While he was talking, do you know what was ringing in my mind? What was ringing in my mind is, he's a young man like me hustling too. That time, this note is selling for 10,000 naira. I said, what is 10,000? 10,000 is too small. So let me just give him the 10,000 to support his business. He's a young man hustling like me. I was seeing what he was explaining. So while he was trying to say more, I said, don't worry, give me the account details. 10,000 is not too much for me to support my brother. That was my mind. Then he now requested that I should join the Telegram meeting to listen to the CEO. I said, I don't have to. I don't have that chance. You know, I'm a very busy person. I'm always engaged with my program. So I cannot join that Telegram meeting. Then I tried to send the money on the 10th of July, 2023. It didn't go. The following day being 11th July, I tried it on my own because I felt like I'm already indebted to her, that I promised to support. So on my own, I did the transfer, send it. She did the registration and everything. One time, they now like, okay, let's go. They will keep pushing me, at least even if it's one Saturday, come for a live seminar. The first Saturday was not here. In fact, the place that I went is enough to discourage me. Because the thing, it was small like, in fact, the kitchen in your house is smaller than the passage. When I sat, I was just looking around. I said, oh, this BBT, where are they here? They're here the day. Different thing was going through my mind. But when I followed, I paid attention. I heard what is in it. Chineke, my mind blew. The day my sister registered, I didn't tell her, I didn't prospect to my sister. I told her, there is this thing. Send that money now. I didn't have to explain to her. I said to her, send the money. I'm getting you registered. I'm registering you now. Now, the same sister of our personal assistant, the personal assistant to the CEO, Honorable Favor, his own sister that told me about it was not yet registered. At the end of the time, she has to register through me. Because I took the message to the church. That is why any platform you have, if you are a businessman, you are a man, whatever, you are a teacher, anywhere you find yourself, where you interact with people, is a good platform to share this good news. Stop waiting. There is no best place. There is no best time to do it. As you are living now, that bus you are entering is a platform. People you are going to meet on your way going now is a platform to talk about SWIFTtrip. Are we still here? Please, let's continue. Thank you very much. Let's celebrate ourselves once again. Now, let's quickly look at, I already told us when this business will go live. So I will take question after now. 5%, this? Okay, I'm not yet done with this. Oh my God. You guys are really enjoying this. But I thought I had finished it too. Okay, so what is remaining now? Okay, now. Thank you. So what is there is that, what we are trying to say is that we will not launch this business when we sell all of this. We are not going to wait till we sell all of these 5%. But when we sell 3 out of these 5, and these 3 out of these 5 will give us this number. Can you see it? This number here is inside this 3%. So by the time we achieve 3% of this whole volume, we had already arrived at this point. And which is our what? Milestone. This is our launching time. This is when we are going live. This is the date. This is the month. We have a milestone. Is it clear now? Thank you so much. So let's move. Let me now show you how we got this 2.4 million, this 3%, and all of those volumes. Now, the next slide shows us that the minimum volume to sell, like I already said, is 3% out of 5. So when people are saying, must we wait? Must we wait? They didn't even understand that if we are to wait till the end of the 5% is sold, it will be more than 2.4 million. So that slash they are asking for had already been done. It has already been perfected before they even heard about the vision. So now, the minimum volume to sell is 3%. And each volume share is 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. That is to say, each one slot contains this. How many of you remember that I said when you pay, this is what you are exchanging for that money? Yes, this is what you are getting in exchange. This is like trade by barter. You give me the money, I give you this. But what the company is giving you is lifetime, to the end of the world. But you are giving the company just once. You only make one-time payment. Then you will earn forever. Then when we are no more, our children continue to earn from where we left. And all of that. Now, so we are saying that how we got this 2.4 million is what we want to show you here now. So don't get confused. This tree divided by this tree, what is this tree here? The, God bless you, percentage that we must sell before the business go live. And this is what? Your share, profit, ownership. Now, when you divide this big tree, this one that is big, divide this small one again. This is what they call magical. This is, to me, it's not magical. This is a mystery. It's mysterious. That big number divided even one that is small. I don't know how to stress the small before it will equate this thing we are seeing here. Now, when this big one divided, it gets bigger. What this simply means, let me break it down now, is that I already said this before. You see this 2.4 million? This 2.4 million. Huh? Inside this tree, we have this in 2.4 million places. Did I confuse you? Inside this tree, we have this one, 0.0 in 5 places, 125, in 2.4 million places. So 2.4 million units of this ownership is inside 3%. I don't know if it is clear, sir. Is it clear, man? Thank you. So this is what this is all about. So don't get confused and don't get it twisted when we explain here. Inside this 3% that we must sell, there is this 2.4 million of this inside here. And when we achieve this 3%, we had already achieved 2.4 million human beings. That is why we say one node slot, one subscriber to one node. Thank you very much. So let's move to the next slide. So here, I'm trying to explain to you where this business is going to take off from. So we say that the initial business launch before scaling global is in where? Nigeria and United Kingdom. Beautiful. So this is where we are taking off from. Remember, it's a global project, it's a global vision, it's a global business. We are not saying that these are the two limited countries, that is limited to these two countries, no. But where we are taking off from. And as we speak, both this country here, Nigeria and United Kingdom, we already have our certificate. We have the legal right to operate in two of these countries. And the next slide will show it to you, what I'm talking about. Now, you can see where presented. This is CAC. Everything that has to do with Corporate Affairs Commission. This is Nigeria government now with us. This is EFCC. Like, before I saw this in SWIFTtrip, our ministry already have this. There are so many ministries, churches out there that don't have this. Why do they issue this? They issue this to monitor how money, both inflow and outflow of money. Are we together? So, with this now, EFCC is regulating, they are monitoring, they know how much that enters the company's account. This is called SCUM certificate. SCUM certificate. Now, this one is that of the United Kingdom. Now, this is also telling us, is satisfying that this company, this is to satisfy that this company is legally registered in the United Kingdom. And that tells you that we can operate in this country. The same country that someone sometimes ago say to the CEO, focus only in Nigeria, that Nigeria can give you this thing you are looking for. For you to be talking about UK, it is impossible. It is impossible that this business cannot operate there. This is one of the reasons why CEOs say, okay, I will prove this man wrong. He has to do it. And today we are seeing the evidence. And this is to also let everyone that are still living in that state of doubt, that are still skeptical, to know that whatever our CEO says, God backs it up. He didn't speak of, he does not speak of his own self. Are we together? Before he speaks, he had already seen it. Like I told her, that is how God sees. God sees the end of everything. He sees the end of every process, every journey, before we even start it. So now, thank you very much, media. God bless you. We are doing a great job. Now, let's move to the next. What makes SWIFTtrip stand out from the others? Before I tell us what the system, the company showed us, which happened to be the first in the whole wide world, let me tell you my own personal observation. What I saw that made this vision, that made this business, this company different from others. I have a lot of it, but let me just show you one. The first time I sat under the CEO teaching, presentation of this vision, he said, in this company, you cannot buy more than one slot. As an individual, I can't own two. Myself, I was already planning how to generate more email accounts. Are you getting it now? I was already planning how I would create multiple email accounts, register different. So that time it was small, safe, too small. 10,000 at least. That time I would have been able to raise 100,000 to buy 10 accounts for myself. But that money would just be a waste, because one alone. That's why there was a day I was presenting. I say, if there is anything I've ever dreamt of, and if you are not be dreaming, go and add to your dreams, because this one slot will sponsor all your dreams for life, and it will not affect, it won't shake you, you won't struggle with it. So for a company, for a CEO to stand from the first day he spoke the vision into reality, from the first day he opened his mouth to declare the vision, has never changed that statement. That he will even still tell you that even if he's president, Donald Trump, that is coming today, he can only buy one slot for himself. That we don't need the money, but the people, because money is in the people. So when I heard that, I knew nothing again. I don't need to go to, there are people you meet today, they carry their spirituality, they say, let me go and pray first. Prayer never tire you. Don't you have better prayer points to pray? So I did not pray about it, because I had already prayed months back before the vision came. Are we still here? So now, what makes SWIFTtrip stand out? Very important. What makes SWIFTtrip stand out? Let me show you what the company has to say. What makes SWIFTtrip stand out? This is very powerful. 3-letter words. 3-letter words. PYC. Who can tell us what PYC is?
With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip.
I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners. There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.
Every order we place builds our future. SWIFTtrip's marketplace pays me back because I don't just shop, I co-own.
From Nigeria to the world, we move goods fast and earn faster. We're not just workers, we're co-owners. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip.
This isn't just where I stay, Kara. It's where I earn. Swift Hotels lets you book, relax, and still profit as a co-owner. Nigeria is awake, and SWIFTtrip is taking over the streets. Don't miss it, because if you do, trust me, you remember the name SWIFTtrip.
We're not just users, we're co-owners.
But is it going to be possible? Yes. So these are what makes SWIFTtrip stand out. A company that you cannot own more than one slot. A company that when you buy, they do what? They pay you back. Is that kind of app that you will say you will not have in your phone? Instead of you not to have, you will delete many apps to fix that one app. Because that one app covers 5 platforms. Instead of having different platforms, they are apps. Are we following? Now let's proceed. Thank you very much. Let's proceed. Now, let's look at how this thing is going to be playing out. We are using it as this thing. Here, there are 2 most important people. I always point out these people anytime I want to explain this part. Who are these 2 most important people here? We, the subscriber, the shareholder, we are very important, but when it comes to this that I want to show you, we are not as important as these 2. The first is the provider, profit generator. And who is the profit generator? Passenger. The second person is the driver. Who is the driver? Service provider. We, the owners of the platform, we provided the platform. We didn't provide the service. You see why these 2 are important now? So this person now is bringing money that you and I need to become trillionaires. These are the people, part of the people that is going to make us trillionaires. So without this person, that's why we call them profit generators. They are the one bringing the profits into the business. And if this person is not also there to render service to this one will not give us the money. So when these 2 carry out their own roles, when they play their own roles, you and I, wherever you are, you see why I say they are the most important people here now. Wherever you are, you didn't do nothing. You didn't even know who booked the ride. You didn't even know the driver that rendered the service. Yet you are earning from the effort of these 2. This is what we are talking about. So why do the company now say we will give this person 2% cashback? To encourage him or her to keep bringing money. And how does he do this? He does this, she does this by transacting with us. And when this platform go well with him or her, Igbo people say, Uzo mama gayangabo, Abi? Are you an Igbo woman? Yeah, the way you are nodding. Did I speak it well? I spoke it this way. So, by the time this person experience tests that 2% from this e-taxi, he or she will want to do what? Even use our SwiftMart to buy from our SwiftMart. That is e-commerce. When I say SwiftMart, I mean Swift Market. Now, he or she will want to also buy things from that platform so that she will still get 2% cashback. Is that true? He or she will recommend, will tell people that these people, if you even when you buy, they will still pay you back. That is why we are placing them on payroll. We are placing them on payroll so that they are encouraged, they are happy to do business with us. So when this happens, whatever this person pays is considered to be 100% because he or she paid completely for that service that was rendered to him. And 2% comes back to the person. That is this, the PYC. This is the PYC. Anywhere you see this, this is the PYC. Okay? So the company that provided the platform provider, SWIFTtrip is the platform provider. This is SWIFTtrip. Reserves. I don't like using the word takes. It's not taking it. It's reserving it. And what is he reserving this 10% for? He's reserving this 10% for what? Global expansion. See, I'm a coach. I'm not just a SWIFTtrip presenter. I'm a coach. I'm a pastor. I will handle some of us the way I handle members that I want them to be better. You can't sit in this kind of place and be sleeping. And if I wake you now, what kind of dream did you see? You may maybe you didn't even see nothing. You will sit down here now at the end of this meeting. You go out there, SWIFTtrip. You are calling international admin. You are looking for contact that will help you talk to your prospect. Wake that guy. That is stand up, sir. Stand up. This thing needs to enter you. No power will take it away from you. Is your family subscribers of SwiftTrip? Soon. You? Are you? Not yet. That's why you need to follow us. Because if you don't follow us, you won't get it. And by the time you get it, you will not even rest today without subscribing. Please, anybody that sleep, in fact, before the sleep comes, stand up. Thank you. Now, are we still here? 10% meeting this is 12%. Now, this person that rendered the service provider, the company pays this person 80%. Whooping 80%. Why? Who can tell us why? I want one answer from each person. Let me see hands up. Because there are many reasons why company is paying this person 80%. Number one. Okay, sir. Sir? You have already, you want to finish the whole thing, no? So you know this much, you have not subscribed. That's beautiful. Let's celebrate him for that. Thank you. That's beautiful. I love that response. He does the job. He fuels the car. While you and I, we are sleeping, resting with our family, busy, partying, traveling for different occasions. People like us hosting our program, because that's when this crusade. That's what crusade. That's the crusade now. They burn shrine and altars. Fire then and money no day. We get fire, but money never day. So when this sin begin to happen, while we are busy destroying altars, setting captives free, money is there, counting for us. Are we together? Now, this driver had already done all of this for us, and we are earning. So the company, because of this, he or she services the car. This 80 meeting 12, that is what? 90, 92, thank you. Now, this place speaks of the whole slot. And this comprises of the two categories of subscribers we have in SwiftTrip. Number one is shareholders, and number two, node holders. Shareholders in this are taking 2%. Node holders, 3%. Meet together. That is why it is called profit shareholders. It's for all the shareholders. All of them put together is giving us 5%. 5% from 92 is what? 97. The last part of it. How many is left to complete 100%? 3%. Thank you. So now, there's what we call referral generation or chain. In SwiftTrip, you earn from your first to fourth referral chains. Now, the person that shared the link with that customer that booked the ride, let me first explain this part. This is customer passenger referral. All of this. And this is for the driver that did the job. This is the chain of the people that brought the driver into the system. So it is called customers, drivers, referrals. Okay, so now, the person that shared the link with this person that downloaded the app, or the person that used the app, anytime that customer that used his or her link make use of any of our service, the person that shared the link to that passenger, that customer, earns what? The same goes to the person, the indirect. By the time the next speaker comes up, you will understand what I mean by direct and indirect referral bonuses. The second receives 0.3. Third and fourth, 0.1, 0.1. When you sum it up, it will give you what? 1.5%. The same thing is applicable to this group of people here. The person that shared his or her link with this driver gets what? 1%. Second, 0.3. Third, 0.1. Fourth, 0.1. You sum it up, it gives you 1.5%. 1.5 from the passenger plus 1.5 from that of the driver. We give us how many? 3%. 3% meeting 97%. This is the 100%. This is how the money that is generated is being distributed among the customers and the owners of the businesses. So this thing I just showed us, let's see the next slide, is applicable to all the platforms, both aviation, e-commerce, hospitality, and logistics platform. So all of these, you will get to enjoy. Okay, all right. So all of these, you will get to enjoy when we go live. So next is, we have to now talk about, and we have to also review to us, it's important we know the person, the brain that is behind this powerful vision that's taken us this long to explain. And yet, we can never exhaust everything embedded in this vision. And who is this brain? Because if you look at the structure, how everything in this business, well organized, well spelled out, if you look at it, you will agree with me if I tell you that he's a white man. And not just a white man, it's not a very white-skinned man that is. There are countries that when we talk about visions like this, that comes to mind. Examples like all these countries that are very, very innovative. Examples like what? Singapore, America, Israel. Leave those ones, so they are not yet settled. let them finish their fight with Iran, China, all of those countries. So, but I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to shock you by the time I show you where this person is from. And by the time you see his, let me not say all of that. You will see it yourself. Let's move. Can you see the lion? Can you see the lion? Please, somebody celebrate this man. Celebrate this man. In fact, anybody that loves good things will love him. Anybody that loves good things will love this man. This is the brain. He is the brain behind this great innovation. And he is no other but His Excellency Honorable Richard Nadi. From Nigeria, Enugu State, Udi local government. Somebody will say something like this has never even happened in Nigeria, not to talk of from Udi. That tells you that this is beyond what anybody can think of. It's a mystery that takes mystery to demystify. It's only mystery that can demystify this one again. So let's celebrate the grace of God, the wisdom of God, the strength of God, everything in his life. May the good Lord continue to strengthen him, continue to empower him, continue to preserve him and his family, watch over him in the name of Jesus. And amen. We are blessed to have him, and will forever be grateful to God for this great gift to mankind. Let's now move to the next slide. Let's now move to the next slide. Here we'll be talking about what is in for you and I. Let me tell you this part now. This part now is focusing on the subscribers, shareholders. Everything I'll be saying here is for subscribers, not customers. If you have not buy this share, if you don't own a slot, every figure you'll be seeing here is not for you. You will just help us to be spelling the figure, calculating it, but that is why we call it how you profit as a subscriber. Let's move to the next slide. Now, in this phase, we are going to be showing you how you earn in the future first, before we tell you how you will be earning now, before the launch of this business. How you earn in the future. Let's move. Let's project ourselves into the future. But before then, let's take a look at this e-taxi per trip profit evaluation. We assume that a trip happened in 2 different countries with 2 different legal tender. One country uses dollar and the other country uses naira. Okay? Now, a passenger booked a ride in the country that uses $10. Another passenger booked in the country that uses 8,000. Sorry, that uses. Okay, the country uses 8,000. Thank you very much. So now, remember your profit share ownership is 0.0 into 5 places 125%. How do you get this? Very simple calculation. And I would like you to do it with me. If you don't do it, like I said, it's very simple and easy. If you don't practice it, by the time you leave here, you'll find out that you didn't know it. So if you have your calculator, your phone, let's do this together. All you have to do is the cost of that trip. We are starting with this first, right? The trip costs what? $10. Multiply the cost of the trip with your ownership. It is that simple. So multiply it and give me the results. Let's see if it is correct. $10 multiply, that is 10 multiplied by 0.0 into 5 places, 125. Whatever you have there, please declare it to us. We want to hear it. Okay, so what do you have in your own? Did you add percentage? Okay, that's it. I was waiting for somebody that would give me the answer. I know. You didn't get it. I did not add percentage, so I was waiting for someone to give me without adding that percentage. Is it clear now? So you had already done it. Is that the same thing you got, Daddy? Yes. But let me clear something here. Okay, you want to clear something? Okay, clear it. Okay. 2%. Mm-hmm. And the driver 80. Mm. Yes, 2% of this $10. We come back to the person. Yes. Okay, that's why we say that what you are building is a decentralized system. You don't need to know the CEO at this moment. You don't need to call him. You don't need to call the international admin. You don't need to contact anybody. The system does it. As you just transfer, in that app you use in booking that ride, you see the money return back to you in that app. So I can't wait. I'm explaining so you won't get confused. Is it clear, sir? Is it clear? Okay, so we can now proceed, right? Thank you so much. Now, this is what we got. This is 0.0 into 6 places 125 cents. Now let's work this out. This person booked with Naira. So 8,000 multiplied by 0.0 into 5 places, that is your ownership. Add percentage sign at the end of it. Let's see what you have there. $0.0 into 3, 1 kobo. That is it. Is that what every other person got? Amazing. Let's celebrate ourselves. We are making progress. This is awesome. All right, so this, we are going to still use this now. Having an understanding of what I've shown you here helps you. It will guide you when you begin to see big figures. Because when you begin to see big figures, there are figures you will see. You will say, no, I'm not sure. This is too big. So long you follow this process, that is what it is. And nothing is too big to anybody that understands this vision. So, SWIFTtrip taught us to press big figure. I don't used to press trillion. What calculation have I done in my life that would result to trillions? I've never. But in SWIFTtrip, I press trillions all the time. Trillions is not like anything anymore. So now let's proceed to the next slide. Now we want to show you how that cent you saw, the other kobo you saw, we can become millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Next slide. Now this is per day profit analysis. We also have months, but we are going into 5 years where we could be in 5 years. Now, what I am saying is 5 years from the day that SWIFTtrip go live. That 5 years begin to count from the day we go live. It's not counting from the day you subscribed. Are we following now? Now, 5 years after SWIFTtrip has gone live, where we could be. This is what we want to show you. In the worst case scenario, where we could be. Now, 5 years profit evaluation. This was what we got from one trip. First one trip that happened, right? This was the figure we got when someone paid $10. Is that true? All of us, all the 2.4 million, this is what every one of us got. All those node holders, this is what we all got. Now, we are saying that in 5 years after the launch of this business, SWIFTtrip has performed thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, hundreds of millions, billions, hundreds of billions, and trillions trips. And we say in the worst case scenario that we didn't, the business didn't go that well as we envisaged. That is what we use in a general, there's a time we use in Nigeria, we say worst come to worst, right? Say business didn't go well as we planned. 5 years after this business must have performed 50 trillion trips globally. Our CEO will always tell us that from his own calculation, he has seen it that these 50 trillion trips will happen in the space of 3 years. But why we say in the worst case scenario, let's help, because there are weak minded people that will still not believe that this thing is possible in 3 years. So we say, okay, let's leave it in 5 years' time. So 5 years' time, SWIFTtrip has performed what? 50 trillion trips. So now, as a subscriber, as a node holder, we want to look at how much your profit would have appreciated. Are we still here? So what do we get from the first trip that cost $10? We got what? 0.0 in 6 places. 125. You multiply this by what? 50 trillion. 50 trillion is 50 and 12 zeros. 2 points. See, I love that. You are following. I hope every other person is getting it. Yes. So this is what we got. $6.25 billion in the space of 5 years. Only from one platform. Remember, we have 5 platforms. Out of these 5, we are talking about one platform giving this, and somebody is still joking. Oh. Now, the one that's paid with 8,000 naira, we got what? 0.0 into 3 places, right? 1 kobo. Multiply this. 5 billion. I hope we are pressing our calculator. Don't give me what is on the screen, because this screen may be wrong. Oh. Is that true? Correct it in case it's wrong. You are sure that this is what you got? Amazing. Let's celebrate ourselves. So you can see how big we shareholders of SWIFTtrip will become 5 years after the launch of this business. And this platform is not the biggest of all the 5. The biggest of all the 5 is e-commerce. E-commerce is bigger than this. So what you are seeing here is small compared to what we are going to get from e-commerce platform when we launch this business. So let's celebrate God for this beautiful vision once again. All right, so let's move to the next slide. Now, we are showing you here subscribers asset growth evaluation in 5 years. You started with $100. This is what you subscribe with, $100. Okay? And in 5 years' time, he has yielded this with this ownership. And people will say this is too small. Look at that thing we say is too small. Look at what he's doing here. Why is it not too small? Because it's a global project. Even if this is only happening in Nigeria, it will still turn us to trillionaires. If it's only Nigeria itself, it will still make us trillionaires. Only that the time stretch is going to be different. Are we following? Apple shareholders of SWIFTtrip. We bounce. Say to someone by your side, SWIFTtrip will make you a trillionaire in dollars. Did you believe in that? If you believe, let's move to the next. Can you see that? How you earn in the now. Very important. So let's quickly move. We have a corporate global challenge. And what is this corporate global challenge? The speed, okay, look at this. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. I think she's that Sister Joy that I saw her video circulating. And she has not been long with us, but we are seeing she had already joined in this. She understood that it's a global challenge. And we need collective effort to solve it. She joined and we can see her performance. It's challenging. Even to us that have been in the system before her. So, and to you hearing us now. Okay, is that the video, sir? Okay. So, now, what is the challenge? Very important question. What is that challenge? The challenge is 2.4 million people to subscribe as owners of SWIFTtrip. That is the challenge. Now, let's look at the next. As a shareholder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid. So you are not just solving it for free. You are not doing SWIFTtrip good. You are doing yourself good. We are doing ourselves good by joining force to solve this global challenge. And even the people you helped, you brought into the system, will forever be grateful to God for knowing you. Now let's move to the next. Let's see. How do you solve the challenge? Very important. This is Expo now. We want to give you Expo, how to solve it. How do you solve it? Become an active campaigner. Sell units of SWIFTtrip shares and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. That is all you need to do to solve this global challenge. So when you solve a unit of this global challenge, you have made impact, a global impact. That is what it means. Because that challenge is global. And if you are able to solve a unit of it, that means you have made a global impact. Now let's look at what is in for us and for you that is going to take up this challenge from today. SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. And how much is involved? How much awaits us? $191,200,000. How did we get this figure? Well spelled out. That's $80 that is for campaign. Multiply it by unsold unit. We are how many now? 11,002 something. Minus 2.4 million minus 11,000. So that figure that remain after you remove the shareholders that we already have. That figure that remain, multiply by this. That is how we got this. Is it clear? Is it clear? All right. So now, this is what is in for you. Decide what you are going to take from this. Because once it's exhausted, it simply means that 2.4 million people are already completed. So now that it's still there, it's still very much available, it has not finished. A lot of people's eye is red now. So you better join and get your own. So let's look at this. How you earn as campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. When you tell somebody, sell a profit share slot. When you tell somebody and that person saw the light and was convinced to be part of this great vision, what happens? The person subscribes. You get this, $50. This is what you get for bringing somebody a direct, subscriber to the system. Now, the second, we call it indirect advert commission. Second level bonus. That person you brought in to the system now start running with the vision too, like you did, or like you are doing. And the person registers someone. You don't need to know who the person registered. In your app, you are getting this. Now, the person that you registered that did the registration directly is getting this. Why you are getting this? It continues like this. Your third indirect referral bonus, you are getting this, $10. Are we together? Then, in your fourth indirect referral bonus, you are getting what? $5. If you sum it up, 50 plus 15, 65 plus 10, 75 plus 5, 80. That is how that's 80%. $80 on top of that $100 you paid is being distributed. Now let's look at the other side through which you can make much money. Extra campaign cash award. So SWIFTtrip is not stopping at rewarding your effort when you introduce new subscribers. SWIFTtrip also extend this benevolence as is stated in these three categories. Number one, SWIFTtrip Runner Award. What makes you a holder of this award? What qualifies you as a SWIFTtrip runner is when you register 50 people directly under you. When you register, when you activate 15 nodes, you become a SWIFTtrip runner. And the company pays you $50. This is not part of the $50 you earn from each of those 50 people. This is an additional $50 coming to you. Now, in case so many of us, we don't chop this one. Now this one will pursue now. So this one now is called SWIFTtrip Icon Award. What qualifies you to be in this position? When you activate 500 nodes, when you register 500 human beings, look at what is coming to you here. After you have earned $50 from each of these 500 people, you are getting $1,000 in addition from the company to say, well done, you are doing something great. And the company recognizes your effort. Now, look at the third position here. This is what? Star Award, Face of SWIFTtrip. Do you know one of the benefits? It's not just about this money again. No, another benefit of this position, anywhere this company is going to, the CEO is traveling to any part of the world, that there is an event, occasion organized by the company sponsors you. You are not paying a dime. Both your flight, your lodge, your feeding, everything will be well taken care of. Anywhere, any part of the world. So if there is anything every one of us should be striving for, it should be this position. Because I want to be going with my CEO anywhere he's going to. That's another honor. And anywhere CEO appear, his PA appear. Me too can appear because of this position. You don't know what that means. And there's going to be a grand event for you that will first attain this height. Big event, the day that this money will be paid. How many of you have heard the CEO say it? How many of you have heard it? That money will not come to you the way these two will come, because these two will come silently. The company will call you and send the money to you. But this one will be loud. One singer say, even your neighbor, you go worry your neighbor. Are we together? So this one is going to be what? Loud. So all of this benefit is what somebody will see finish and say, I want to still go pray. Wait till you all go pray. To pray whether God will give you this or the company will not fulfill the promise. What are we praying? So the prayer is already answered. Look at the answer prayers. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next slide. Do not miss SWIFTtrip Profit Share offer. Tell someone by your side, do not miss SWIFTtrip Profit Share offer. And when you leave here, Tell somebody outside there. Tell someone to tell someone to tell someone, and let it continue to move. Do not miss SWIFTtrip Profit Share offer. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next. Now, I want to show you how you are going to subscribe. How you will subscribe. How you become SWIFTtrip owner. You have heard everything we have said, and you will keep hearing. But if you have gotten enough information from everything I just said, or I have said today, and you have decided to join, this is all you need to do. Subscribe now. Pay $180 to which account? To SWIFTIFY Technologies Limited, FCMB. The account number in Naira. If you're paying with Naira, you are paying this into this account, rather. So you are paying with your USDT wallet. All you need to do is to visit our website at www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Other details will be given. Okay? Then you want to pay with your any of your USDT, any coin BTC, you will get the wallet address when you log into this place, okay? You will see the wallet address. Please, like we always say, don't copy and save it, because that wallet address is always updated. It's always updated, okay? You might copy and save. By the time you transfer into that account, it's no longer the current one. That money is gone. And you cannot hold the company responsible for that loss. And that is why when you go there, you copy, you don't type anything, blockchain wallet address. You don't type it, you copy it. If you try typing it, you make mistake. One figure missed, that money is gone. So, be careful. Thank you. So now, when you have done that, send proof of payment to your sponsor. Who is your sponsor? Is it someone that is paying for you? The one that brought you, the one that shared the link, okay, the one that brought the information to you. That is your sponsor, okay? Like I said earlier, he is my sponsor. So when you pay into this account or any of the accounts that is made available in this website, send to that person that told you about SWIFTtrip along with your name, unique phone number, number that no one has used to register before, email for, and your email for registration. Your email is also email that has not been used by anyone. When you have done that, the rest will be taken care of by your sponsor. It's your sponsor that will activate that node code that will be sent by the company. It is your sponsor that will activate it. That is why SWIFTtrip is a closed system. You can't come into it by any link anywhere. And that is another way through which scammers, fraudsters cannot operate in this system. Because if we are using link, anybody can generate link. But like we say, SWIFTtrip is a closed system. So you must join the system, you must join the platform rather, through the person that told you. It's not selective. There's nothing like I don't like the person that told me I like you, now you I like. There's nothing like the person that told me did not explain it well, so you are the one that explained it better. You gave me the in-depth, you gave me the detail and everything I need to know, so I prefer you. No, you must go back to the, even if the person told you and he couldn't explain it, and you joined through our webinar, you heard any of us spoke, and you are convinced, you will still go back to the person. So that is how we encourage those that are working with us. All right, so this is that website that I was talking about. Thank you so much, sir. So remember to read that disclaimer. I mentioned that earlier. Read it, understand what the business is all about. So you see how this place is counting. This is the node bought, the percentage of the node, the sold out node. This is the percentage of the one available. We told you that it's 3% that we will sell. You see, it's no longer 3% here. You can see it's now 2.8. If you are to convert, you just say 2.98 rather. So now, if you are paying, you want to pay with your USDT, this is what you are paying. This is what you are paying. You are paying what? 1,583 I'm sorry. Like this is the conversion in Naira, sorry. Okay? So this is what you will multiply by that $180. But if you are paying with dollars, USD, you are paying what? 180. But if you want to pay with Naira, this is what you convert it to. You multiply this by 180. Can someone do it for us now? Let's do practical. 180 multiplied by 1,583. 180 multiplied by 1,583. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Is that the same thing with 2,940? 200? Okay. I love the fact that everybody is saying the same thing. So that is the answer. Then, if you want to withdraw, maybe after you spoke to someone, the person subscribed, and you want to withdraw that $50. Okay? So this is what you are going to get in conversion. You are going to get this. Multiply this with that $50. Whatever I give you is what the company will pay you. That is why it is called USD outflow, the one that is going out. And this is the one coming into the company's account. If you are copying, copy and use it that moment. Another person wants to subscribe again, you have to come back here to do all of this. Thank you very much, sir, for helping out with this. I believe this helped us. All right, so when you have done this, your sponsor will help you to reactivate your node. And when this is done, when your sponsor tells you that you have been registered, please confirm by yourself. Confirm. A man sent a message on WhatsApp platform the other time. He has been registered, I think, since 2023. Honorable, am I right? And he has never for one day confirmed if he's in the system or not. He just woke up last week. So don't be like that. Take this business seriously. So what do? You log into that account with your what? That default PIN that he will send to you, and your email, the email that you generated. So when you are done with that, you can change that PIN to your own secret PIN. Okay? And your sponsor will just use any random PIN. So when you are done, change it to your own so that only you will have access to that account. So the next is how we book, ticket booking. So for you to be live with us on Saturday meeting like this, you have to pass through this, send your name and the names of the people you are coming with to this number. If you don't do that, you will have to pay for, you have to pay gate fee. But when you go through this process, this procedure, you will enter for free. It's free of charge. Are we together? Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce. All right. Thank you very much. Can we celebrate ourselves once again? I appreciate you all, and at this moment, let me quickly know if there is anyone here that has question. Any question, any kind of question, any type of question? Yes.
Now dollar they see. So whether na pounds or dollar is the same thing, but I was thinking UK they use pounds. That's the only contribution I have. No question.
Okay, thank you so much. So you people now know that UK is using dollars. Do we now know? That's what he's trying to educate us. That's what I learned from that. So some of us don't know before. Thank you, sir. We now know. Any other question? Thank you. Let's give
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So the question I want to ask is based on the question I got from my prospect. So some of them, they really want to buy shares, but this issue of money not being stable in their hands, they are asking if there is a platform where you can actually be paying small, and when it eventually gets to the exact amount, they can now use it to buy the share.
No, is the answer, because SWIFTtrip does not help individuals to keep money. Okay, so let them discipline themselves and save the money. All right, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon to you.
Okay, my question goes like this. You made mention of if somebody has heard of, maybe somebody has spoken to a prospect about SWIFTtrip, and probably the prospect was not interested at that moment. Then somebody else now, like maybe their paths crossed, and the person starts sharing things about SWIFTtrip to that same person. And from there, the person started following up the person until the person decided and made up his or her mind to join SWIFTtrip. Are you saying that the second person, nothing, like, nothing did?
Nothing. That's why I have to be the first to tell somebody. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, my question is, for instance, things used to happen, like in our country now. There are so many things that are happening. For instance, you lost your phone, or someone steal your phone, or maybe, it has to do with the number and all the rest. Okay. So how do you recover your lost this thing? You understand? Or you forgot, for instance, you forgot your code and everything. Or you lost your phone, for instance.
This one you forgot. You will be able to remember.
Or you lost your phone. Your phone has been stolen. Okay. How do you recover
it does not affect your app. So long as the person could not access it. When you get a new phone, install the app again with those your details. So long they are intact, you can log in again.
I lost my number some times ago. Before I could leave that place to come and, how do they call it?
Retrieve it.
Retrieve my SIM. Somebody has already bought it from the company. Okay. So I could not access, because that number, I use it to register my salary account and everything. I could not retrieve it again because it's been long.
Okay, so I'm going to answer this in two ways. Number one, you don't use phone number to access your app. Are you getting it? But in such case, all you need to do is still contact the international admin. Make that complaint. So I don't know if I answered well, sir.
You answered well, sir. But if you contact me, you will pay $10. Yes. It was said, I think the grace was given to us last week, Sunday, 15th of June. That's the end. So if you can, I want to ask, sir, have you forgotten your ATM PIN before? Why? Because it's important to you, right? So you cannot forget it. So it's the same thing that
okay, sorry, sir. Okay. Sorry, sir. I think you answered the first question.
The first question.
Okay, this second one, in the case that the person misplaced his phone.
SIM card.
His phone. Before he can get to retrieve it to do welcome back, someone else is already using that line.
It does not matter. The only thing you will do is, so long your details are saved, which is your email and your PIN, you remember that very well.
Yeah.
You will send it to me. Once you send it to me, then me and you will talk from there. It's very simple, nothing much. It's just for you to provide certain details that you are the owner of the account.
Yes.
Then you give me your old number, of which I will go verify. Then you give me the new number. So it's just to provide one or two.
So in that case, you are not
details.
paying anything. Is in the case of I forgot, we'll remember for you with $10. Am I right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. Ask those questions that your prospect has been asking you.
Good everyone. I want to confirm something there. If your prospect wants to register under you and you're not yet a shareholder, if he wants to register under you and you're not yet a shareholder, will that bonus of $50 still be given to you?
How will it come to you when you don't have the app? Because the money will be paid into the app. So that is why I had to first register. We always say this, that if you are not a shareholder, you are campaigning for us, you will not benefit from that pool fund. Okay? That is why you have to make it register first before bringing the person. But if the person first you to register, you must register under the company. And the company is fair enough to advise you not to, delay the person or wait till the person. Because there was a time, this time the price is just stable. It has been there 184. I think up to months now, right? There was a time that it increases every 2 days, 3 days. So if it was in that case and that person need to pay before the money, so there's a way the person disturb the company. Company will contact you. If you are not ready, the company will register the person under the company, not under any individual. So, but in this case, you just have to do everything possible to be in the system before bringing someone so you can enjoy those benefits.
And the company can still help you in the sense that once that person has been registered under the company, and maybe later on you then have the money to register, we will then register you under the person you introduced. The person will not get the advert bonus. The person will not advert the advert bonus. You will not be under the person.
Say how now? All right. I don't know, is that well understood? Okay, so any other question? Come again. Okay, use the mic.
It happens that the person already knew about the company.
Okay.
This is 2025, 3 years ago.
Wow.
So now, I asked him, did he register? He said no, that he was just waiting because he wants to confirm if the company is real or not. I said the company is real because if it was fake, they would have carried people's money around away since then. Now, he said since 2022. He even showed me the group, like he's in a Telegram group. Now I collected the guy's number, started following the guy up. So if the guy eventually decides, like he has made up his mind to register, you will not tell me that you carry my profit and give some. I will not accept.
Are you asking the question or you are telling the system how it should be done? That's not what we say. Listen, we say be the first to test someone. Anybody that told that person first enjoys the profit. That's how the system is. The company will help the person to find out. By the time the person is ready to register, still do the follow-up. You are not, see, that person, even if you didn't get that $50, that person will always remember that. If not that you came into the picture. Are you getting it? Are you angry now? Okay, maybe when our boss comes in, you will do this one. Did I say this one is too big? So please, with a standing ovation, let's celebrate the presence and the arrival of our boss, His Excellency, Honorable Richard Nadi. Can we celebrate him?
Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, you can be bouncing and sitting. Able shareholders of SWIFTtrip, we bounce. A round of applause for you and SWIFTtrip. Thank you. Please celebrate our presenters today. We appreciate also. On that question you asked him, said you told the person 3 years ago, and then someone told the person 3 years ago, and you found that person not understanding anything about SWIFTtrip, and then you're trying to coach the person to understand it. the company would give you that registration. The case where we say first person is if you told somebody about SWIFTtrip, and let's say you are a very close friend of him, and she told you about SWIFTtrip first, and then while you went home, now she has given you all the education about SWIFTtrip. Then your friend came to tell you, have you heard about SWIFTtrip? There's someone who say, somebody told me about it too, but I don't know that person. It's you I know, I would register through you. Sure you get. Do you see the consequences on that? So on that matter now, you can't play favoritism. You'll be taking the person who told you first. Is it clear? Well, in a situation where you told somebody, person, you didn't even follow the person up, someone encountered that person later on and now educated the person to full understanding, and that person now saw the light about SWIFTtrip and decide to get registered. The company will not in any way take that first person just told verbally, not educating, and just gave the name. So when you are out there, it's all about education. Educate your person. That if any other person is coming to that person, it's just reminding the person of SWIFTtrip, but that person has full knowledge about it. Is it clear? So when you met the person understand everything, or the person was like, I don't. Then you started coaching the person. It's your efforts, please. You like the answer, Naba? When I clap for her, beg. That's fighting for your right. All right, so any other question? We've rounded off this section, and it's a good one today. So we'll now go into training quickly of our marketers. Every person 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, and I expect us to do better today. Happy to see you, sir. This is your first time? Great. Which axis are you coming from today? That's which area are you there for Port Harcourt? Air Force. Wow. Who came with you? You. I bet we celebrate, boss. Thank you. Thank you for that awesome invite. Do you have any question in particular? Do you understand everything? Or you came a bit late? Okay. So any other question, you know how to address him. No other question, right? We're all satisfied. Thank you so much. Let's rise and pray to close this section. Father, we thank you. Abba, Father, we give you praise. Glory to your name. Thank you for all you've done for us today. We say may your name be praised forevermore in Jesus' name. As we proceed into other section of today's activities, we ask for grace and enablement in Jesus' name. As we return to our various destinations, the same way you've brought us safely, you are taking us back safely. This we trust on you in Jesus' name.
There was a time when booking flights across Africa was tough. But look at us now. With just one app, I fly anywhere. And here's the best part. Every time someone else flies, I earn. Why? Because I'm a shareholder in SWIFTtrip. I tap my SWIFTtrip app, my car shows up, and off I go. I earn even when I book a ride. Come and be part of SWIFTtrip before it goes global.